good morning. It's a delightful day. It's the 19th of March, 2025. My name's Tim, and these are the continued chronicles of someone trying to reach through this veil, this curtain, to some very frustrating individuals, I would say. Like, it's one thing to surrender and trust to this universe, to the source. When I do the same surrender and trust with individuals, they seem to misinterpret it. Surrender is lack of action. Patience is a lack of intention. And so I find myself in a funny little in-between. Because on one hand, I have no choice. When it comes to the infinite, there is no choice. You surrender. You accept, you align, you embrace. But in a way that has absolutely no bearing on this in this world. Whereas with those frustrating individuals, it's a very different approach. It's a very different connection. Because I can reach out to you in a completely human way. And we can break down these barriers. We can stand up. My resources, I always seem to accept some sort of personal defeat through the fact that I'm skinned all the time. Now I know that's a mindset, that's an issue, a pattern, a generational curse that I must, dissolve. I can imagine not having that lack and travelling and attempting to find the ones that resonate with me. I can dream of that. I have foolishly expected it, only for it to be whisked away. That dream, that breakthrough, to just be a delight, a lesson, a truth. It doesn't matter. It brings me back to right now again. I can still make this attempt. And clearly this morning, I'm on my way to work. And I just want to be in this dream. Is that escapism? Oh, definitely. But escapism from what? From the Maya. From the illusion. Illusions that we as individuals play with. The infinite. To say the infinite doesn't play with illusion is something I'm yet to find out. But certainly not in the same way. Whereas the illusions I've found myself facing, attempting to unravel, they may or may not be perfect for my growth and evolution. I am yet to find out. Except that here I am. So as much as I may feel those challenges, I accept them. I accept your games, human beings. I accept them because that's who they are. We play so many games with each other. We talk, we react, we gossip, we this, we that, back ourselves into corner. Own our opinions. And find ourselves in funny little situations. And I always want to be one of the ones in your life that in some odd way, like my teacher does for me, I want to develop the ability to snap you out of that illusion for a second without saying a bloody thing. That it is expression of presence or simply presence that touches us, each and every one of us. Gives us, in a sense, like a window for a second. You cannot define this experience. But you can perceive it and you can feel it. Tricky? I would say downright mysterious. But again, back to what I was just saying, I accept that mystery with the infinite, with Source, with Lady Earth, with nature. The mystery is so simple, and yet it is utterly mysterious. And then the humans. The challenges that the humans can potentially bring me are fine if they're not. I can't get too involved in the trips that you're going to come at me with. I got trips of my own. You know, so I always want to kind of be the one that you sit down at that table, there's a load of messy paperwork on it and bits and bobs and da-da-da, and there you have, just sat down. You can't have a focused conversation with the mess that's on that table. The first piece of business would be getting quite simply that paperwork off the table. That it is badly placed. Clear that table because you've just sat down for a conversation. That's how I would like to feel every time. And that paperwork on that table is so often all the bullshit we carry, me included. And that is a responsibility we both share. To come together as clearly as possible. Not some perfection, don't even get into it. That's another joke. Perfection is being present and unique. So don't compare, don't judge, just be. And I wanted to be this morning. I wanted to be here with you and not. I don't want to go to work today. We got a right storm coming. The Algarve for Portugal as a whole, but the Algarve might be hit by the biggest storm in years. 20, I remember storms here that, we haven't had them. So apparently we're going to get hit. So it's batten down the hatches tonight. Which is always kind of exciting, isn't it? The weather. Especially here, we don't get a lot. So this is some weather. The Algarve, we're getting serious. And those storms seem to come for us. In our lives, we have things like we've got our own weather, our own growing systems that I think it's important to recognize them, because you can avoid the trigger situations, you can avoid the reactions, you can avoid perhaps a little bit of the unconsciousness if you are observing, if you are observant. I think that's the greatest opportunity we have as a collective. Remember, there's something, this collective is something I've felt completely natural about, and it's obvious and it's easy on one level. And then of course, theoretically, that's one of the biggest mysteries you'll come across. And yet I embrace it. I embrace it because I know it to have potentially one of the greatest potentials for the collective that has perhaps ever been offered. It has always been offered, remember. This has always been available to those that seek within. The opportunity now, I would say, it's like an open door. A beautifully open door. A door that will remain open for you to come and go as you wish. For you to never feel obligated, judged, or told anything. Because remember, this is an individual's approach to the infinite. Are my words too much for you? Then I will just carry playing around and not go too deep. But if you don't understand that, you're running the egg and spoon race, and you forgot the egg and you forgot the spoon. just to clear the analogy up. Oh, guys, you frustrating invisible people. They said the other day about the collective is never going to pin me down or control me. I'll stand by that. I think it's important that I remain a free spirit, unpredictable, but I know that bothers a certain someone. And without wanting to mess up any possible future negotiations, I'd just like to say to that certain someone, probably shouldn't, but you got me around your little finger if you want, because that's really not a good bit of information to give out. But just in case it helps you feel not in control, but at least like you're in the front of the car. You know, you could always reach out and grab the steering wheel and say, hey, turn right, turn left, slow the beat down. You are someone I would listen to because I admire you. Anyway, look, I gotta go to work. Let me know. So much more I want to say. And hopefully these coming days will be an opportunity for that. For years now, I've dreamt of and envisaged this incredible reunion. Will it happen? I don't know. And yet, there's a part of me that says against all the odds, against all the signals and information and signs this world gives me. I know it. I know it with a part of me that's deeper than anything else. If the divine comedy is that it's just as I snuff it, I'll finally get home, then that's the divine comedy. What else can I do but love? But I pray that's not the case. You'll end up like a pretty damn famous corpse if you're not careful. I don't want to be. I want to share this. I want to be a part of this magic that I know the ones I admire are a part of. And as I do these things, my experiences are increased. My connection within. And so I've got no choice but to go with that. That's all I got. Some funny ways. But I just want to state once again, it's invisible still here. And who would really like to see the invisible people have a bit of a get together, you know, a bit of a knees up, you know? A bit of a, hey, look, blah, 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 let all that shit go, here we are. How about that? Is that not appealing to you? Is that not a dream of yours? Or do you want to carry on the drama? We'll carry on, we'll watch. I'll take you back to the Church of Q any time you want. But no, there's a Church of Answers. There's a place of answers. And it is not bricks. It is not mortar. That Church of Answers is within every single one of you. Every single one of us. Whether you like it or not, remember? I told you this is a love story, whether you bloody well like it or not. You don't have to fully accept it. But you can't help but go, wow, and have a moment, appreciate something. And think that you're not more than you are. More than you think you are. Anyway, bit of a rambly one. I like them. It's just me at this point, at this time, avoiding work to bring you a message of, a message of clarity, I don't suppose I could really claim that. A message of me, today, right now, this morning. To keep it live, to keep it real in some way, to walk together. That's what I want us to do. To stand together, to walk together, to learn together, to be together. And see what this much heartfeltness can do here. We know what heartlessness can do. Let's see what heartfulness can do. Let's try that one because it's not been done. Not en masse. Ever. I trust in God and the angels. Thank you. Thank you.